here at the Boulder Airport in Nevada. We can take off in our Eurostar helicopter. So we're going to go over the Grand Canyon. The pilot's looking very confident. Doesn't look like he's had anything to drink. I was worried we might have had too many buffets in Las Vegas. We might not get up. But we're gone. We're up. We're coming up to Lake Mead. I've just been told there's 500 miles of shoreline. It's even more than impressive when you think that that is all man-made. They moved the dam. Now, if you take a look and you see the white zone there, the white rock, that's about 140 feet below where it was 10 years ago. So we're coming up to Fortification Volcano. And our pilot's not sure if it's active or dormant, but if we see any smoke, we'll be moving fast in the other direction. Virgin River coming in on the left side. We've got the Colorado coming in on the right side. They join right here at Lake Mead. All this pink ground that you see here was covered about 10 years ago by Lake Mead, but it's evaporated long since, and there's no growth, there's nothing here. We're in Arizona, then we're going to be in Nevada several times during this trip. So let's take a look at Arizona. You can't really see it too well. There's some little holes in the mountains, and those are actually retired gold and silver mines. This is a very famous location. It's where they filmed the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, this little point with a landing strip has got two interesting things. It used to be used by the U.S. Navy, of all things, to teach pilots how to fly out a carrier. And more recently, where they filmed that famous scene at the cliff, Thelma and Louise. Yet another example of some ecological change. That entire area in green was covered in water about 10 years ago. Okay, so we're going to drop down in the Grand Canyon, about 5,000 feet. We're at the bottom of the Grand Canyon, about 4,500 to 5,000 feet below the rim up behind me. We spent about, what, 35 minutes on this helicopter, which was, by the way, a very beautiful helicopter. Look how big the front window is on this. Everybody gets a view. Even in the back, you get a pretty decent view, but of course, nothing like on the front. 35 minutes from Boulder City to the center of this canyon, Grand Canyon, of course. Now we're gonna have a picnic. Let's see what they've made for us for lunch. Come on, Eva, let's go. Champagne at the bottom. Well, I'll take that off your hands. We don't want our pilot drinking any of that stuff. Oh, he finishes off, but we don't drink. Oh man, start drinking. Toast. It's the bottom of the Grand Canyon. We went down the easy way by Papillon helicopters. You know what I'm really feeling like doing actually is just tripping down and jumping in that river behind us there. That's the Colorado River. You know, I'm hot enough that I might just do that. We're heading back. Apparently we can't stay down here too long because if it gets over 117 degrees, which it pretty darn near is, the fuel doesn't work. It's going to be spending the night here. So although that might not be too bad, there's not a lot of food, there's not a lot to do, and there's a whole lot of rattlesnakes down at the bottom of the canyon. We're heading back to Boulder City, the fun way. We're going to go out the other side of the canyon. owned by an Englishman. But even more interesting, before him, it was owned by a guy named Cap Duncan. And you might not know who Cap Duncan is, but you most certainly know who Butch Cassidy is, because that was his riding partner. Another famous man in Western history, a guy by the name of Louis L'Amour. And if you're a fan of Western novels, you definitely know who that is. This is the little retirement community of Meadview, as in Lake Mead. Now these people are what you call unlucky gamblers. They were hoping that lake, way over in the distance, Lake Mead, was going to expand one day. They'd all have lakefront property to be able to cash in. Unfortunately for them, the lake went the other way. And now they're sitting on desert front property worth a whole lot less, no doubt. So if you're going to drive up to the Grand Canyon, you'd be taking that long, lonely ride down there. The one without any gas stations. Somewhat hazy. Not haze. It's not clouds, it's actually smoke coming in from the forest fires in California.